endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Warriors. Rockets. Up next. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Now, Golden State's starting five. We've got Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Hield. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the 5. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Outside, Green.
Stay on it. Get Curry.
Curry against Van Vliet. Curry is inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, Curry not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
Van Vliet looking around. Tries again. Şengün, no good. Curry with it. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Green kicks to Van Vliet. Green against Smith. 5 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Draymond Green with the rebound. And Butler, here we go. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Opportunistic score there from Jimmy Butler. Sees the lane, fills the lane.
Brooks kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Smith for 3. Rebound by Butler. The Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Green. Off target at the rim. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Over in the corner, Green.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. They get it back.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
No good on that one. Averaging less than 9 points a game for his career, but Draymond Green does everything else on the basketball court, Brent, and I know you admire that.
Yeah, of course, the former Defensive Player of the Year, a tremendous playmaker, but the biggest skill, Kevin, is his mouth. He is a great communicator out there to keep this team connected.
And he sinks the second.
And the fire that Draymond Green plays with, I think, is the most admirable quality. Knows how to get himself and his teammates going throughout the course of a long, grinding 82-game season.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Here's Smith. Warriors with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And there's the pass to Curry. Shoots over Van Vliet. Curry's shot is good.
Just so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
Now Brooks. A floater. That one goes in.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Here's Jackson Davis. Outside, Green. Inside, Butler. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Brooks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And last season, Greg, the Rockets tied for the league's second worst record. They expect a different outcome this go-around.
Yeah, their veteran additions, headlined by Fred VanVleet, key to turning the tide, but also continued progression by their youngsters.
And the first one at the line is good.
Let me get big man. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, just.
Şengün hits them both. Warriors leading by 5. Butler deciding where to go with it. Here's Jackson Davis. Second chance shot, and he makes good on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Green. Van Vliet wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Curry finds Green. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Healed right side. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. And his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Green against Teal. The drive by Green. Van Vliet outside. Clock at 4. Passes it to Şengün. Count that bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry against Van Vliet. Here's Jackson Davis. Outside, Green. Over Smith. And it's Green missing. Rockets trailed by 4. Pass to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Green taking his time here. Here's Butler. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
Just relentless, Jimmy Butler.
Now the pass to Smith. Over Green. Smith, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Butler, no good. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 4-point game. Passes it to Van Vliet. Curry with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Green, the pass to Van Vliet. Houston moving the ball around. Smith dishes to Green. To the paint. Şengün, no good. Warriors leading by 6. Green, no luck.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the shot goes in.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Hield attacking. Great D that time from Green. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Pass to Şengün. He dishes it to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Forcing the action down low. Green earning a trip to the stripe.
The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
First free throw is good.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick of the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. He's perfect from the line this time. The Warriors leading. Here's Podziemski. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
ABC's checked in for the Rockets. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Thompson. Here's Shepard. Shot from the top of the key. They grab their own miss. That evens the score.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Now here's Melton. And the pass to Kuminga. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Rocket shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Here's Whitmore. It's rebounded by Kuminga. The Warriors shooting 47% here so far. Hey, Greg, here we are watching Cam Whitmore. What impresses you most about his game?
Kevin, for me, I think it's his toughness. He's not afraid to get physical underneath the basket, and I really love how gritty he is on the D as well.
Here's Whitmore. Scoreless thus far. Thompson passes to Eason. Passes it to Shepard. Clock is at 3, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Stay there.
Here's Pajemski. The rebound by Shepard. Eason down low. Covered by Payton. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Pass to Pajemski. Payton kicks to Kuminga. On the wing, Melton. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Down low. Here's Eason. Count it. Good. Eason's got his second basket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here's Looney. No scoring in this one. Kuminga the pass to Melton. Good D by Thompson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Whitmore. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And the Warriors with possession here. Here's Pajemski. Driving inside. And a missed layup.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Melton, and no good that time. Good D by Thompson. Pass to Eason. To the middle. Here's Whitmore. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. .43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Looney. Thompson with the rebound. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Come to me.
Pass to Whitmore. Here's Adams. The Rockets again can't hit. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The rebound by Shepard.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Rockets ahead, up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Houston in the lead. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. Thompson is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
Here's Smith, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Count it.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Curry kicks to Butler. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Kuminga down low. He's against Smith. Smith with the defensive effort. Thompson in the corner. The pass to Brooks. And there's the drive. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
Well, he gets so few attempts in the post to show off some of his footwork. A good percentage of Adams' offense comes off of putbacks.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Kuminga the pass to Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Butler against Brooks. Thompson right side. Overhealed. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Watch the screen.
Back to Curry. To the inside. Green. And Green slams it in.
That's how you run the pick and roll. You have to respect Steph shooting the ball, and then he just slices the D up with the pass.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And Brent, Steph Curry has so much love for this game. He's a true ambassador for the sport.
Well, with Steph, anything that he touches seems to turn to gold. I mean, he loves hoops no matter what it is, supports the women's games. He's involved with youth athletics in the Bay Area and back home in Charlotte. And this guy just loves to see the sport grow as much as he has.
Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. And Jalen Green subbed in for Thompson. Houston leading by 4. Green taking his time here. Van Vliet against Curry. Green kicks to Brooks. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trailed by 4. Curry passes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Brooks. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hield from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Hield's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Steph Curry has changed the game, but he's going to be hard to emulate. Steve Kerr says he has maybe the best hand-eye coordination in the world. Coach is not bad in his own right as the career leader in three-point percentage, but in their free throw competitions, Steve says he swishes everything. The guy's annoying. I can't beat him. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Butler. Following the score by Dylan Brooks.
Well, Hield plays with such drive and intensity at all times that you just can't help but create a foul shot with that opportunity.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Well, we should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
He misses the free throw.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
And he's good on the second. Here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Şengün. Here's Smith. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry on the wing. Pass to Jackson Davis. Smith against Green. They kick out to Hield. Pass to Curry. Lock at 6. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 4. Van Vliet against Curry. Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Şengün. And he lays it straight in. Şengün's got 6 points.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Hield. 6 points for him. That one good for 2.
Pretty good concentration by Hield there, just focusing on the target.
Here's Brooks. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors trailed by 4. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Van Vliet outside. And stolen by Butler. Here's Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness, not going to shy away from contact.
Smith outside. Green, the pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Houston moving the ball around. And Jalen Green hits from deep. He has 7.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Fade away. And the shot is long.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Green against Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Smith feeling it out a bit. The pass to Van Vliet. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors trailed by 5. Hield right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jalen Green.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And he makes the first. For the Rockets, Whitmore, he's checked in for Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. And ABC subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Then for the Warriors, Looney comes in for Draymond Green. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Stephen Curry. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets leading by 3. Outside, Green. Pass to Whitmore. Eason down low. Defended by Butler. Here's Whitmore. Over Looney. Here's Şengün. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses. And the Warriors making a change here. Good on the second free throw. Here's Podziemski. Nothing on the board. Passes to Looney. Pass to Podziemski. Out to Payton. The 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, Looney knows his role, good at keeping the ball moving and finding the right man for the shot.
Here's Green going inside. They get it back. Here's Shepherd. Shoots over Melton. And it's Melton with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And the basket by Payton.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Whitmore. Eason the bounce pass. Şengün inside. Looney on him. Şengün with the bucket.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Here's Podziemski. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Jalen Green. Here's Podziemski. Hasn't made one yet. 6 to shoot. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Thompson. They trail by 1. Shoots over Melton. Thompson misses. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Looney. And here's Kuminga. Here's the pass to Melton. No good on the three. The Rockets shooting for the game at 42%. There's the feed to Thompson. Here's Whitmore. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Pajemski. Here's Payton. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Can't get it to fall.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
On the wing, Payton bangs home the trifecta. Payton's got 8 points. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Thompson outside. Pass to Whitmore. Over Kuminga. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the board. They helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. Brooks with the bucket.
And there's a little size to Brooks. 6'7", and he can get it done against good D inside.
Butler dishes to Curry. Green kicks to Kuminga. Butler on the wing. To Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Curry against Van Vliet. Inside. Şengün. That shot missing.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Curry can't get it to go. Rockets trail. You know, we talk so much, Brent, about Steph Curry shooting. What about his leadership skills and what that means to the team?
There's no doubt the team feeds off of Steph's positive joy and energy and his commitment to the game. He wills them to victory night in and night out.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Green. Another miss by Houston. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To the middle, here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 8.
Well, just a great scorer and a timely shooter. Not much phases Butler, especially with a little bump.
Smith against Green. Smith right side. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. And Green gets it to go. He's got 9.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Here's Jackson Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 4.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Rockets have brought in Ime Udoka to help their team become a winner. Ime said, "We have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder. Those are the types I look for. And from there, we want to cultivate that into team success. That's the job of a coach, to push that and get that out of them." Kevin?
It is. Good thought. All right, David, thank you. Outside, Green. And the Warriors get it back. Curry against Van Vliet. Back to Hield. Takes it inside over Smith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rockets trailed by 4. Now here's Brooks. He's got 8. And Curry pulls it down. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. He had a nice open look right there. Van Vliet's got 8.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Here's Butler. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Smith. Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Green, no luck. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Green.
That's Green.
He's got 9. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Curry. 10 points for him. Teardrop shot. Tough shot, Curry.
Safe to say that Steph Curry has mastered that shot there, the floater with the beautiful high release.
Van Vliet with it. He's got 8. Over in the corner, Green. That 3 off the mark. Warriors leading by 5. Green passes to Curry. Tries from 10, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
If you're the D, you cannot let Curry do that to you, using that handle to get where he wants to go on the floor.
Now Van Vliet. And it's Smith, top of the key. Over Green. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Tries from 10, and he knocks down the jumper. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. Free throw drops for Heel. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. Both free throws good from Heel. Here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Here's Whitmore, guarded by Green. Pass to Thompson. Shot to stop the run. Pass to Whitmore. Great tee that time from Green.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out. Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring the defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Thompson misses. Warriors leading by 11. Feeds it to Heel. No good that time. Great tee that time from Green. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Driving in, and it's blocked.
The buddy with a good awareness defensively there and a nice job in his effort defending.
Butler finds Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Butler sinks that one from the post. That's 12 points for Butler.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Thompson. To the inside. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Adams.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. ABC's checked in for Green. Warriors leading by 11. To the paint. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Shepard. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 6. Adams. Pass to Shepard. Low block shot on the way. The shot that time not on target. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Melton against Thompson. And it's Melton with the rebound. The Warriors shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Chalk up 2 there.
And Thompson letting his athleticism take over there as he was bumped.
Here's Melton. The pass to Kuminga. Over Whitmore. Kuminga, no good.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Here's Whitmore. They get it again. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
Some nice passing by Golden State. And the Warriors miss again. Rockets trailed by 11. Here's Whitmore. Passes it to Easton. Second shot opportunity. Tries again. The lead now cut to single digits. Adams has got 12 in the game.
You wonder at times if the offense should explore Steven Adams a little bit more. He collects 2.
Pass to Kuminga. Over Whitmore. Looney. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:06 left to play in the third. Here's Shepard. Still yet to score. Here's Eason. Pass to Shepard. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Pass to Pajemski. To stop the drought, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now the pass to Shepard. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Eason down low. Covered by Payton. And Looney sends it back. Melton passes to Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. No good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Fred VanVleet out there with Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Kuminga the pass to Curry. Shoots over VanVleet. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th assist in this one. And here is Brooks. Driving to the basket. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Hield. The shot will not fall. Good D by Thompson. Rockets trailed by 8. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's VanVleet. Smith outside. It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Butler. Offensive rebound. He muscles it in and through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Now here's Kuminga. Passes it to Curry. And the 3 off target. Rockets trailed by 5. Now here's Brooks. VanVleet outside. Back to Brooks. VanVleet outside. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Curry against VanVleet. And the basket by Curry.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Green. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got his 7th rebound here tonight from outside the arc. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, if you play that far off of Steph Curry, that pull-up game starts to become a weapon.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Green. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go, and that one is good.
And almost any time he wants, Green can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
Butler up top. Brooks covering. Pass to Jackson Davis. Brooks grabs the board.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Out to Smith. On the wing, Green. Good D by Heel. Warriors leading by 8. And there's Green on the assist by Heel. That's 7 points for Draymond Green.
You're not going to throw Draymond Green off his game. That's his job to do it to you, staying focused there, and gets the contact and makes it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brooks into the lane. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Curry. Back to Butler. Healed against Green. Healed, can't hit. Rockets trailed by 10. Brooks feeling it out a bit. A putback. Şengün. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Jackson Davis. He kicks to Heel. Launches it. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Van Vliet against Curry. Down low from 12 feet out. Good work defensively by Smith.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bobble the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Now here is Smith. Here's Green. Good D by Heel.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Rockets trailed by 6. Outside, Green. Overhealed. Shot's good by Green. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
On the wing, Green, covered by Smith. The kick outside to Butler. Shot from 16. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. They get the rebound. Şengün with the bucket. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
There's the pass to Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Passes to Şengün. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis's Curry on the wing. Healed against Green. Back to Curry. Lock at 6. Golden State moving it around. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Brooks outside. Looking to get it going. Here's Şengün. Good on the shot.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Well, great timing as well. Swiss watch kind of moments. Fourth quarter, close game. That could have been a 4-point swing.
Now here's Curry. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Butler with the ball. 5 on the clock. With the drive. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Brooks. Warriors with the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Rockets with possession here. They trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Green against Teal. Over Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets trailed by 5. Van Vliet outside. Smith with a wide open look. The second effort. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green, no luck.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Draymond Green. Pass to Brooks. Shoots it. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How huge to have a big on the floor who can see the entirety of the court. The ball doesn't stop with Draymond Green.
And so here is Houston following the score by Golden State. Curry against Van Vliet. Left side Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
What a move by Curry. Has the ability to adjust in those tight spaces, just finding a little bit of air, breathing it in, and a nice finish.
Brooks from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
Here's Green. Makes it off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And that one, good.
Great poise from Van Vliet there, shrugging off the pressure and just taking that shot.
Curry against Van Vliet, and that's an intentional foul. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler in the corner.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Green kicks to Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Here's Thompson, finds the open look, and it's on target.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Seventeen seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Pajemski. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
I'm glad these teams are in the same conference, Clark, because this is such a great rivalry. I want to see it as much as possible.
Yeah, and you know that rivalry component only adds to the tension, B.A. One thing we know, when they get together, it is not going to be dull.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Jimmy Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Van Vliet against Butler. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist by Brooks.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Now Green. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hield for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. Here's Green. Second shot opportunity. And Smith lays it up and in.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Brooks against Butler. He can't hit that time. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Hield against Brooks. Here's Green. Unable to get that one.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Count that one.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
And here's Van Vliet. Driving to the basket. Good on the baseline, Jay. Van Vliet's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
Curry passes to Green. Over Şengün. And it's Green missing.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Brooks. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Well, after finishing tied for last in the West last year, Clark, Houston is looking for a turn of events.
You know, 13 guys on last year's roster, BA, with 3 years of experience or less. But this summer, Houston bringing in some good vets, headlined by Fred Van Vliet, and they're looking to compete at a much higher level.
And he gets that one.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Hield against Green. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Comes up empty down low. The Warriors trailing. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside, Green. Three-pointer, Brooks. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Here's Hield. Green with the defensive effort. Pass to Van Vliet. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Van Vliet's got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
Brooks outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Once Butler has some speed behind him, watch out. You know he's looking to throw that thing down.
Brooks against Butler. Now here's Brooks. He's closely guarded. That shot off. Some solid defense from Butler. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Well, there's no question that the Warriors are the team of the decade, Grant.
Oh, I mean, B.A., think about it. 6 finals appearances in 8 years. They did miss the playoffs in 2 of those seasons, but they still came away with 4 championship rings, plus 2 MVP trophies. Not bad.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Timeout called. Houston. Grant, your first year in the league, 1995, the Houston Rockets were NBA champs.
Oh, B.A., I mean, Hakeem the Dream made facing that team a nightmare. He was everywhere defensively, long and quick on his feet. That 95 Houston team was incredible.
The Rockets trail. Pass to Şengün. Will it go? His first shot attempt. Count it.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. On the wing, Curry. And the shot's good. Curry's got 5 points.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Van Vliet with it. He has 6. And there's Şengün on the assist by Van Vliet. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Curry passes to Butler. Takes it inside. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Brooks against Butler. Now here's Brooks. Tightly guarded. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a deep 3 from Curry. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Green. And Golden State also making a switch. Kuminga's checked in. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. 11 feet out. Tries again. And there's the play by Easton inside.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Butler. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Şengün. And Whitmore subbed in for Smith. And the Warriors making a switch here. Well, the Rockets shooting an impressive 47%. Here's Whitmore. He's watched by Kuminga. And it's Whitmore missing.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
To the paint. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Warriors have gone 7 of 16 so far. Pass to Butler. Melton outside. Five on the clock. Three-pointer. They get it back.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Pass to Whitmore. And here's Van Vliet. Launches a three. Here's Adams. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Melton up top, guarded by Van Vliet. Kuminga, the pass to Melton. No good with the triple. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
We see a taste of Thompson's ridiculous athleticism, keeping his body under control while taking a hit.
Well, Grant, Amen Thompson is proof there are more routes than ever to get to the league.
He and his twin brother Asar coming through overtime elite. A different path, but both high lottery picks, and it worked out for them both.
Houston in the lead. And it's Eason penetrating.
Clark, this kid has no fear at all. Tari Eason has that edge.
Yeah, you love to see it. You like to see guys with his athleticism and skill play with an edge, a competitive edge. I'm really excited to see how he continues to grow and develop as a player.
That free throw misses. Payton's checked in for the Warriors.
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got it. Hey, you can shoot it. I got him. You got this guy down here? Yeah, I got this.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. And for a while, it seemed the Warriors were maintaining a dual timeline approach, but not anymore, Grant.
No, sir, B.A. The Warriors setting their clocks and calendars to coincide with their superstar. One, Wardell Stephen Curry.
Melton misses.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Shepard. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors trailing. Here's Podziemski. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
Here's Whitmore. He's watched by Kuminga. 1:44 left in the opening quarter. Here's Adams, and there's a 3-second violation. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Looney. Melton with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Whitmore. He's watched by Kuminga. And it's Whitmore missing. Outside Payton. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Melton. Rockets with a rebound. Adams got 5 rebounds tonight. The Rockets trail. Back to Thompson. Here's Whitmore. Yet to see a basket. Lets it fly. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. The Warriors shooting around 40% early on here. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kuminga. Over Whitmore. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Shepherd. Thompson left side. Fires the 3. No good there. It's a tie game here in Houston. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Gary Payton II. Buddy Hield is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. Pass to Green, fires for 3. Kept alive by Houston. Şengün. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Curry with it, defended by Thompson. Now Curry. Back to Payton. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Rockets shooting just 37% in the game. On the wing, Green. All sorts of time. That one goes. Count it. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
Curry with it, guarded by Smith. And they say small ball is on the rise. But you look at the MVPs of late, Clark, a lot of superstar bigs.
Yeah, that's a great point, B.A. I mean, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis. I mean, with the floor space, I think it's freed up everybody that has ball skills to be able to make plays. And a lot of these guys are north of 7 feet that are doing it, whether it's off the dribble or pass and catch or knocking down mid-range and long-range shots. I think it's added to the versatility of stars in the game, the different positions where you can start from because of how the game is played now.
And Curry's focus at this point in his career is clear: to keep winning championships.
And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, the Rockets finished at the bottom of the Western Conference for 3 straight seasons and got some high draft picks as a result.
And B.A., no one likes losing, but Houston has to be happy with the talented young prospects they've been able to select. It'll be interesting to watch their growth as individuals and as a team.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Oh! What a tough finish.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his balance all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Hield. One thing about Jalen Green, his path to the NBA was through the G League, Clark.
And, you know, I think we'll see more and more players take that path, those who don't want to go to college. It's a really good way to enter into NBA level experience early on. You want to get your feet wet before diving into the big time? That's a good way to do it.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
Van Vliet's checked in for Thompson. He's perfect from the line this time. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Hield. And he comes up with a bucket. Hield's got 5.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
And here is Green. Smith outside. Curry against Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside for Butler. Green against Smith. Now here's Butler. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
That way. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Brooks with the rebound. For Houston, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And it's Green missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Throws it up high.
Butler really sees the floor and finds his opportunities to move that ball around. A true team player.
And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. It's a 3-point game. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Green. He has 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Jackson Davis. Misses the jumper.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Shoots from the line. And it's Brooks missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Butler takes it in. He got a piece of it.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
The Rockets trail. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Fred VanVleet went from undrafted to an NBA All-Star. He said, quote, individually, there's still a lot left I want to get done, but trying to chase that next championship is what I'm locked in on. That feeling trumps anything I've ever done in my life. Besides my kids, that's right up there as far as personal journeys and accomplishments. Brian?
Yeah, he's got it in the right order. Thanks, Allie.
Shooting with great confidence, Butler fires immediately off the catch.
VanVleet against Curry. The drive by VanVleet. On the wing, Green. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Green's got 8 points here in the quarter.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Curry, guarded by Van Vliet. And play stops.
That's
a whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Curry with it. Give him 8 points now. Here's Butler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is Jimmy's sweet spot. He loves finding room to shoot that mid-range jumper.
Timeout called. Houston. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And Golden State also making a switch. Kuminga, he's checked in for Draymond Green. The Rockets have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. Pass to Şengün. Now Smith. Outside Eason. Outside Green. 4-3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And it's Hield missing. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Curry with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Green with the defensive effort. Houston in the lead. Down low. Here's Van Vliet.
And the defense is all over Van Vliet inside. But he sticks with it and wins a trip to the line for his efforts.
And he drops the first.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And this game, folks, a close one here in Houston. To the left wing. Here's Pajemski, defended by Eason. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. Here's Whitmore. Adams, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, many of Adams' points are generated off putbacks, just like that one.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. And here's Kuminga for 3. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. The Rockets have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Ooh, poked away. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Here's Podziemski. Good work there as it goes. Podziemski's got his second basket. Timeout called. Houston. Thompson, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Thompson. Pass to Shepard. Warriors with the rebound.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Curry, no good. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Thompson attacking. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Amen. I mean, he was just gone.
Curry surveys. Outside Payton. Puts up a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Curry passes to Payton. Back to Curry.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Here's Podziemski. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
He also can't ignore that they're winning the effort battle, grabbing offensive rebounds and making the most of those extra possessions.
And he knocks down the first one. Melton, he's checked in for Curry. And so he hits both. Now here's Thompson. He's got 6. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night. Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Payton finds Melton. From 8 feet away.
Right here, back door.
Outside Payton. Clock at 6. They now take the lead. Podziemski's got 6 here in the quarter. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Melton against Thompson. Pass to Shepard. From deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Shepard's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thompson against Melton. Outside Kuminga. The 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Thompson goes in. Outside Eason. Fires the 3. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors trailing. Here's Payton. Rockets with a rebound. Shepard's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Eason. Here's Thompson. And he makes it on the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Payton against Eason. Here's Podziemski. The rebound by Shepard. Shepard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Melton. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. A few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Green and Brooks on the perimeter. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at the 5. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
And talking about Jabari Smith, a talented young forward with a bright future, Clark.
Really excited about his future because he does everything smoothly and easily. Good IQ. I think he just needs to add a little strength to really optimize what he has in his package.
And that one good.
Yeah, check out Draymond putting on the moves. I mean, I like to see his finesse game.
Here's Van Vliet. Man, he sinks the 11-footer. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
Switch.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. And he can't get that one. Van Vliet with some nice D. On the wing, Brooks. Van Vliet outside. The three. Rebounded by Green.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Stolen by Van Vliet. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Warriors head coach Steve Kerr has somewhat of a hands-off approach. He said, quote, coaching isn't controlling. My goal by the end of the year is to just sit there and do nothing. And that means it works, because that's what a coach's job is. It's not to pull strings, call every play, and direct traffic. It's to say, this is your team. PA?
Yeah, that's how you have to think about it, right? Thanks, Allie. The Warriors shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Shot from 12. The shot by Butler, no good. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. It's stolen. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Shoots from 14. Green against Hield. 4 on the clock. Here's Jackson Davis. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it's Brooks missing.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
And here are the Rockets now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. For 3, Smith. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Green, off with the layup. Houston in the lead. Green, the pass to Smith. Van Vliet against Curry. Back to Smith. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Butler. Green up top. Outside Curry.
Step out!
Fires from deep. Oh, Curry! A sick triple.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Hield against Green. Over Hield. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Butler. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooks finds Van Vliet. Back to Brooks. And he banks in the layup. Brooks has got 6.
And just as tough as they come, Dillon Brooks battling for 2 points.
On the wing, Curry, guarded by Van Vliet. To the inside, out to Hield. Back to Green. Hield against Green. Here's Butler. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 13 points in the game.
It's so impressive how Butler seems to just will things to happen offensively. He gets forceful with the defense and finds a way to get shots.
Green. Nice execution inside from Green.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis, defended by Şengün. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Green's got 4 this quarter.
Went after that second shot and converted the hoop. High effort play by Green.
Back to Butler. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Brooks, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 11. Butler surveying the floor. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Over Butler, and it's Brooks missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Green. 15 points in the game. Out to the wing. From the high post, drained it for 2 points.
Timeout, timeout.
Green's got 17.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
And the Warriors call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. And the Warriors make some changes. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. In transition, here come the Warriors. And that one's good. Melton.
Love watching Melton run the floor in transition and being rewarded for the effort.
Melton against Thompson. Outside Eason. A deep 3. They get it again. Adams. Looney with some nice D. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Melton against Thompson. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Thompson. Going inside. Inside. That's good from Adams on the assist by Thompson. Adams has got 6.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Here's Podziemski. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
ABC, the pass to Thompson. Drives to the hoop. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Count the basket. And now it's just a 4-point Houston lead.
Nice pass from Melton. Solid job at getting it to his teammates.
Well, Clark, it's nice to have a guard like DeAnthony Melton who takes care of business on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I love that about him. Old school two-way guard, B.A. Because he can make shots, he can make plays, but he also can defend. And he does it all with a level of professionalism and focus that you like to see.
Here's Whitmore. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Payton. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Jackson Davis. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 10.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Thompson against Melton. Payton with it. He's against Eason. Payton passes to Melton for the tie, and he sinks the layup. Melton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tough shot that time by Melton, but you know he's used to having the muscle through the contact.
Here's Whitmore. He's watched by Kuminga, and it's Whitmore missing.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Thompson passes to Eason. To win the drought. And it's good on the lay-in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
The shot by Pajemski, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Whitmore.
I got him.
There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis is 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Melton against Thompson. Here's Payton. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Payton against Eason. With 1 on the clock. And Payton with the lay-in. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter. It's a tie game here in Houston. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Curry. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Hield in a 2-guard. Pass to Curry. To take the lead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Well, the Warriors shooting 40% from the field in this one.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Thompson against Curry. Thompson passes to Şengün. And here's Smith. Outside for Brooks. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. The Warriors leading.
Hey, yo, get on Stephen.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth.
Pick coming.
Brooks against Butler. And he drives in. Good D by Şengün. And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. Pass to Van Vliet. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And it's Green missing. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league. He is tenacious. Love to watch him battle on the defensive glass.
Doesn't go that time. Good D by Şengün. Pass to Green. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. The shot that time not on target. Left side Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.